Greetings and salutations, I am Scojo in 360. I want to congratulate you. We have now reached a point where we've got our basic short timeline together from the Burning Man video we've been working on. Now we're going to take you to the next level. What are we talking about today? Transitions, that's right. Everybody goes through transitions, but these are literally transitions. Transitions are something you use to kind of perk things up in your videos a little bit. But the thing you gotta watch out for is that transitions, when they're overdone, suck. For the most part, I do not encourage people to use a lot of transitions. Sometimes it works out pretty good. Let's take a look at the ending of this Burning Man video, and I do some pretty quick transitions for you. We'll show you how it works. Now I know, yeah, that was a lot of transitions, and I said don't generally use a lot of transitions, but in this particular case, I use the transitions to help create a pacing thing where it started to get faster and faster and faster until bam, you hit that climax. And I'm sorry, is that word offensive these days? The climactic ending of the video is supported by the transitions. What we're gonna do now is go into our little mini Burning Man segment that we did on the last chapter, and we are going to just put in a few transitions. So let's get rolling right into it. Let's start off by going into that little sequence that we made in the previous chapter.
Hello, and welcome to Burning Man.
There's our little action. Again, we didn't use a transition there. Our gorgeous pretty shot. And that's the Burning Man band. So let's talk a little bit about, I'm going to show you just a couple of transitions because you shouldn't know all about transitions. You should discover them. So spend a lot of your time finding out what transitions work for you. Nachos. So I guess what I'm trying to say is transitions are something that should be discovered. I'm just going to get you up and going to get you so you can get transitions started. It's really quite easy. Let's go back to Premiere. Here we're going to down into, it's the left-hand corner on my workspace. It could be anywhere for anyone, but it's in the effects category. I'm going to click on, you see that, video transitions, and here's a list of all my transitions. Now these all have subfolders with multiple transitions, and that's fun for discovering things. But if you want to just find a transition, you can put in the words that pertain to it. Like I know I might want to start off this video with a film dissolve. So we'll go in there and to the search and go film dissolve. Film dissolves are good for either opening a story or closing a story. How easy is it to put a film dissolve on your video? Well, all you got to do is click down on film dissolve and drag it to the beginning. Now let's see what we've got.
Hello.
Yeah. You know, just a little bit more of a feel of the beginning. So why don't we actually put a film dissolve then at the end as well and see how that works. Yeah, that was a little better. Audio's a little bit messed up, but we'll go ahead and continue that. Okay, so we looked at film dissolve. All you gotta do is drag and drop. Now let's head into Premiere and I'll show you a little bit more about transitions. You click on the transition right there. See how it says film dissolve, go up to effects controls, and this gives you a whole chance to mess with how long it is. See, I'm scrolling there up 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. That's a pretty long film dissolve. Let's put it at around, I don't know, 1.5 seconds. It helps you customize the transition that you're using. Let's take a look at this one now.
Hello.
Yeah, pretty smooth. Now I want to talk to you a little bit about the cross dissolve. Let's put that into our search. Cross dissolve. There it is. Now cross dissolves work very effectively for portraying like time has elapsed, as though you're sort of doing a montage. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to put it, well, let's put it here and see what happens.
Welcome to Burning Man.
Yeah, that looks kind of cool. Now keep in mind, the one thing you can do is with this cross dissolve, you can either end at cut, center at cut, start at cut. Let's center it at the cut and see how that works. That might make it look even more. Oh yeah, see now it looks like kind of time passed. Let's just keep going. Now see how it went from a little bit lighter to a little bit darker? That also suggests that time has passed. So let's drop a cross dissolve in there. Nice. And let's just drop another cross dissolve into the band. Here we go. And film dissolve out. So that's the cross dissolve and the film dissolve. Just real quick, I want to show you a transition that is not normally in Premiere. It's available through Red Giant, and it's called the Swish Pan. And that's one of the ones I used in the video that you saw earlier. I'm going to drag that over to here, and now that creates a whole nother transition that's really cool. It's almost like swiping. Whoa! So use transitions as a way of conveying a message or upping the pace, that kind of thing, but think before you use them. Don't use them unless you have to, but if it supports it, transitions can really take your video to a whole new level. Congratulations, you are becoming a master of using transitions. Definitely give yourself plenty of time to play around with these things, because while you want to use them sparingly, they will make your stuff look yes. So keep it up. I want to thank all of you who have been tuning in. My numbers have been going up. I'm appreciating everybody that's tuning in. If you have not hit the subscribe button, please do so, and then hit that other button on the side, and you will get a notification every time I put out new content. I am Skojo in 360. I am going to get out of here, but you are my world.